again. How many times does this need to happen for it to be taken serious, for somebody to look into this, for somebody to not just brush it off and be like, oh, you're crazy. If you notice any patterns in the world, then you're nuts. If you notice, you know, different patterns, abstract patterns that aren't normally there, then you're crazy. All right, this has happened dozens of times. How many times does it need to happen until it's taken serious, until there's some kind of an official response to like take care of this, so this doesn't happen anymore? Even if it is just all coincidence, this needs taken care of, because this affects everything. This is our food supply. All right, our food supply keeps getting hit left and right, and this is going to cause major issues going into 2023. So we were talking about yesterday how the UN general is warning that food shortages, the food crisis, is not going to get better in 2023. It's going to get worse. So another food processing facility has burned down. All right, this one was in Montebello, California, and it was a poultry processing facility, and it is burned down. This is just one in the many list of facilities that have just been wiped off the face of the earth in the past 6, 9, 12 months. All right, very mysteriously, very suspiciously, all these weird malfunctions keep happening. All right, and just a few weeks ago, all right, there was a fire at a Smucker's plant. All right, J.M. Smucker's, you know, like makes peanut butter, jelly, all that stuff. That was just a few weeks ago, August 15th, 2022, this was reported. All right, and then a massive fire destroys a grain craft flour mill. This was also just a couple weeks ago on August 11th. This was in Pendleton, Oregon. All right, it says the flour production site is a, quote, total loss after the large blaze this week. So what's happening? Why are all these major food processing facilities being wiped out, catching on fire? Is this a coincidence or not? You tell me what you think this is. All right, this also comes as there's massive bird flu, all right, affecting the industry. Tens of millions of poultry, chicken, turkey, all different types of poultry have been affected. Even people's home flocks have been affected, because this can spread through wild birds that defecate. And if you free range, if they're not covered, your birds can get into that you know, feces and pick it up, transmit the disease. So this has affected tens of millions of birds, thousands of farmers all across the country. I made a report about a farmer, a small-time farmer that, you know, just has like hundreds of chickens, hundreds of ducks, hundreds of geese, stuff like that. It's very, you know, very local homestead, sells eggs. He was a breeder too, and there was a bird flu outbreak, and a lot of the birds passed away. And then they also came in and took the rest of the birds and literally threw them in trash cans, just like disposed of them like they're radioactive waste. And they were wearing hazmat suits, everything. This is serious. This is affecting our farmers. Are just getting hit left and right. All right, every little thing is just hitting them all at once. It's not like it's just the bird flu. This is one topic that we cover out of dozens that's affecting our farmers, affecting our food supply. So get motivated now. All right, learn the skills now, get books now, get gardening books now, look into all the homesteading gurus and market gardening gurus. All right, check out Curtis Stone. He's on YouTube. He has a whole plethora of very you know, pragmatic market gardening advice. All right, if you want to start like a market gardening business for your homestead or whatever, or in the future that's what you want to do, he's very knowledgeable about that. He's on YouTube too, and he has a 10-year catalog of videos, so check out him. There's all these other people that have just vast amounts of knowledge, so start absorbing it, start picking it up, because I mean, it's not getting better, these fires. All right, and this could also be, who knows, this could be tied to the war we're experiencing. Who knows? We really don't know what's going on with these fires, how deep this really goes, and how deep this could get, and how serious this could get. all right? There's definitely some kind of coordinated effort from people, you know, like the World Economic Forum, people like that. Bill Gates is the largest farmland owner in America. There's definitely a coordinated effort for people to have interest in, you know, these processing facilities burning down, all right? There's definitely people that would have motives in it because they're pushing new things. They're pushing eating bugs. They're pushing, you know, dystopian lab meat, things like this, okay? And the more facilities that get burned down that aren't there anymore, that's just a vacuum that they can fill, all right? Even if it's just 0.1% every time, 0.1% times 100, what is that? 1%. So it adds up, or no, 0.1% times 100 is 10%. Sorry about that. 0.1 times 10 is 1%. 10 more is 10%. So it adds up. You know, if you do this 100 times, it adds up to whatever, 10% of our food supply. You know what I'm trying to say here. So it adds up quick. There's people that actually have motives and interest in this, all right? So your motive, your interest, your self-interest, even just like selfishly for your family, should be to grow your own food. Learn how to grow. Get these skills now. Be more conservative with food. You know, stop eating out. Learn how to cook more. Learn how to bake. There's, you know, 3-ingredient bread recipe, 3-ingredient biscuit recipes, all this stuff. I think Patara's Homestead, you know, shout out her Appalachia's Homestead with Patara. She has a recipe for like three ingredient biscuits. I think it's one of her most popular videos, one of the first videos I saw from her. That's an excellent video, great video. Check that out. There's all these recipes that are just very simple, very basic that you can do. You can bake from scratch, right? So learn all these things, learn these depression skills, learn these sustainability skills, because they're going to be like the most critical skills in the future. It's going to be more important than, you know, almost anything you can learn in college or school or anywhere else. These skills are going to be on the top. There needs to be like a whole like school and college just for like preppers or something. Maybe we should, let's start that. Let's get that going. Let's get some funding. Let's start a prepper college or whatever. I'm joking, but there does need to be a conglomerate, a whatever, you know, a superpower that is putting out this information, all right, getting people ready, getting people prepared, because this is the useful information that's gonna make you survive, all right? It's gonna get you through the next 10 years, all right? And I hate to say 10 years, but that's what all these experts keep warning. The gas crisis in Europe is only gonna get worse. Chinese experts are warning it's only gonna get worse. It's happening all over the world. Every economy is being hit by this at the same time. So it's not a coincidence. We know what's happening. We know there's a controlled collapse. There's a plan. So do what you can to get ready. Do what you can to stay prepared, guys. Stay on top of these things. Look into these topics we were talking about and never stop, guys. Sorry about that. My voice gets a little hoarse after going for a little bit. But never stop, guys. Never stop with this stuff, all right? We're trying to upgrade very soon. We're going to have some new, you know, like homesteading, prepper, sustainability content mixed in with our news and information as well. Very soon, we're going to have a lot more of that. So if you guys like that stuff, please hit it up down there for me. Please let me know. Do you think this is a coincidence or not? Do you think people are, you know, have a vested interest in a flower production site burning down or a poultry production site burning down? I mean, there's definitely people that would benefit from that. I'm not saying they did it, but they have a motive if somebody is doing it. So let me know what you think, and thank you guys. You have a blessed day.